Yesterday, toward the end of this hours-long hearing with Bill Barr, you had this exchange with him.
I just want to make it clear, thinking back on all the different colloquies here, that I am not saying that improper surveillance occurred. I'm saying that I am concerned about it and looking into it. That's all.
If there is something you want to amend, alter, correct, we would welcome either you or Mr. Loftus to do so.
If I review the transcript and see a problem, I'll let you know.
A lot of this started with a statement he made earlier in the hearing when he said, I think there was spying during the 2016 campaign. We've entered into this, what's the definition of surveillance or spying, sir? How would you sort through it today?
Well, I would say that those who are critics of the president, those who are perhaps critics of the attorney general, are overemphasizing the word spying. I think the attorney general made it clear. I was in the room. I was with the attorney general for about 2 hours. My takeaway is what he was talking about was the efforts that commenced this investigation. Were they based upon legal authority? And this idea of spying, he corrected, or I don't know if he needed to correct his words, but he made clear what he was talking about. And he has a belief, a concern was his word, that something may have happened that was inappropriate. And the question is, did that occur? That's a very valid request of an attorney general to find out what the facts are. And this kind of overreaction to the word spying seems to me just to be about partisan politics. Let's find out what the facts are. And on the other, if we've had a lot of people who've been demanding answers about the Trump campaign involvement with the Russian interference in our election. We want answers. I think the same thing applies here. The people who are wanting those answers ought to want answers in this issue of the investigation and whether unpredicated, as the Attorney General might say, spying occurred. In other words, unauthorized, illegal, something without a warrant.
I took notes on 3 questions from yesterday, and with quick answers, too.
Okay.
Have you overruled any redaction with the Mueller team? He said no with regard to the Mueller report. Have you spoken to the White House? He said no. Have you spoken to Bob Mueller about obstruction? Yes. And then went on to explain, for a prosecutor, it's a binary decision. Was there a crime or was there not? Do you think there were other headlines from that hearing that we perhaps missed?
No, I think you've highlighted 3 important things. And what my take from that hearing was that the Attorney General is doing his job as he should. He's been open and straightforward with members of our committee. I agree with him that he shouldn't be telling us every decision until it's put in context. He shouldn't be describing every issue until we see the report. And one of the things that I was able to confirm in my questioning of the Attorney General is he intends to release the Mueller report that has redactions in it. He's not intending to release a report of his that describes the Mueller report. And so I think there's great value in the American people and in Congress seeing what's in the report. I understand the legal qualifications of what must be excluded. And I think the Attorney General expressed himself perfectly. We now await the report he says is coming.
Just one more point here. Democrat Jack Reed of Rhode Island asked about evidence. What specific evidence you had? He said no specific evidence. I have concerns about various aspects of it. So at some point, maybe it's May or June, we get the answers on that. When do you get the Mueller report, sir? What's your best guess?
Well, if history is any practice, maybe over the weekend. That's happened the last time. The Attorney General has said it kind of at the end of the week or next week. That could mean a couple of things. Sometime I would think very soon, maybe while Congress is out of session for Easter.
We're watching the calendar, sir. Thank you so much for your time, Jerry Moran,
Thanks, Bill.
Jerry Moran, the chairman of the committee from yesterday. Thank you, sir.